I'm Sid, and these are my best friends. My mom, Kim, my dad, Ty, my sister, Maddie, and our salty dog, Stella. We started our adventure refitting a Lagoon 450 before taking on the massive project of resurrecting a sunken 2021 Leopard 50. It's been one heck of a ride, but we're on this adventure to die with memories, not dreams, and live dauntless.
We've got projects galore for you this week, and to start off with, we're going to put the boom on since the mast is up. Our friends and patrons, Frank and Shannon from over on the west coast of Florida, came out and while they were here, lent us a helping hand.
So we'll call our friends from the west coast if you guys need a boom installed on your sailboat. Apparently we need help. You see this? I'm going to be able to unzip my sail bag standing up.
Can you imagine?
Oh, it's going to be amazing.
You don't need a ladder?
This is actually 222 or 29 inches. This is supposed to be mounted up here.
Oh.
So that the sail bag is way up high. So you have to climb the mast to be able to get to it. So this is performance height. The only factory made 2 of these before they started making the lounge version. But a huge number of people have taken off their mainsail and taken off their boom and dropped it and made a performance height setup for their main. And I think this is, you get a little bit of performance. I don't know if it's really worth all the effort, but this for safety,
Yeah.
is a huge deal.
Not having to even climb in it. It's all right there.
Yeah. I'm done with that shit. I did that.
All right, guys, I'm gonna try and do this. The sun is shining so bright today, which is great because it's been flippin' cold, so I'm glad to be in the warmth again. We went to Miami the other day and had a gigantic fail on trying to buy Maddie a car. Maddie and Sid have had part-time jobs since we've been here in Fort Pierce for quite a while so that they can start saving some money while we work through this refit. Maddie's been saving her money because her first car has seen better days and it needs to be replaced. If you remember when they were coming back from Texas, they had the battery issue, it has other electrical problems, coolant leak, and, well, if you've noticed the square knot holding the hood closed, we have safety concerns as well. So it's time for her to get something safer. We got on Craigslist all weekend long and tried to search for vehicles that were in a decent price range, decent mileage, decent, to try and get her a better car. We finally found something, but nobody would answer the phone, and I don't know what the deal was, but they were actually here in Fort Pierce. So today, we drove down here and we found Maddie this little Ford Escape.
Escape!
When she comes back from her cruising adventure, she's gonna have a nice solid vehicle to come back to get started on her next adventure. So, I can't wait to show her. Yay, Maddie! All right. Put all the important papers away.
This is going to be a bit of a problem today because you have a job to do. I need you to clean your car and get it ready. Okay. What?
No, go ahead, go ahead. Yeah.
Well, you need to sell it because you got taxes to pay because, Madison, this is your new car.
Oh my God, really? Really?
Yes, baby.
Oh my God! It's mine!
It's all yours.
Really?
I think you need to be in something a little safer.
Oops, sorry.
Oh my gosh! Do you have a backup camera?
Gonna take it for a ride? Yeah?
Yeah.
Sit.
What? Get in?
Yeah, go in there.
Oh my god! What? It's my car! What? Do you have anything else to say about it? I'm still processing a little bit. This is, like, my brain didn't even register. Well, do you love it? I do. All right, Ty.
All right, guys, CIS Solar is here to help us get started on this big electrical project, and well, he showed up, so I'm gonna carry his tools.
Let's do this.
Ready? Let's go.
Get to work.
I am so excited to be to this point. If you know what's behind me, you know that we are getting ready to start our power series for the 50. And we're no strangers to large power systems and 48 volt and tons of solar and all that stuff. And if you haven't seen any of the previous videos, we'll put a link in the description down below and you can jump back and see kind of where the foundation of this came from. But as you can see here, there is a lot more blue boxes. So 3 inverters for redundancy. Of course, the all-important isolation transformer, auto transformers, a ton of batteries from Battleborn. Thank you so much for sponsoring us and helping us make this video and this content and helping us with all of this gear. Charge controllers for all of our solar. That's going to be charging our Tesla backbone. We've got DC to DC chargers, links in, wake speeds for our alternators to be able to charge these 12 and 48 volt banks. We have so much stuff coming and I can't wait to share this all with you guys. This video series is probably going to take over, that's going to take a bit because we have a big system to put in. But we're going to walk you through tearing everything out, what we're putting in, why we're putting it in, and how the whole system goes together. And you'll see probably one of the most comprehensive 48 and 12 volt systems on a boat in our size. So I can't wait to show it with you. Come along with us and see all the cool stuff that we get to do and everything we're going to get to power. But again, so we removed the furling head sail power feed that there was a breaker on, which of course we just have a regular furler now. But when you pulled that back through, what did you see? You said it was corroded at the end.
Yeah, I cut it back at the end. It was corroded. I cut it back about 18 inches, and it's still brown.
Yeah,
so it's junk.
It's junk. I'm gonna pull it out.
So the consensus is that, what are you thinking about the winch wires?
I don't know. We're gonna have to see what it looks like.
So you know that one was totally corroded, so this is why we're going through and checking wire by wire.
Yeah, and some of them were the lugs at the end, the glue line heat shrink protected it. And some of them where the glue line heat shrink didn't completely seal, or the end corroded out at the end of it, and then the water got inside of there.
Yeah.
I think also it depended on if there was power running to it at the time, and the power running to the time causes it to heat up and electrolysis, and there you go. So it like where it got so hot that it literally created a dead short, and some of those just crumbled, like the copper just melted at the ends. So we don't know. One wire at a time, we'll figure it out. But I'm optimistic at this point because I didn't have to use that wire.
Yeah.
But
more likely we're gonna
be replacing some cable.
Yeah.
The cool thing is we thought that everything had a separate run off of the main bus bar, and it doesn't. There's one big 4-aught feed that feeds the house bank switch, and then all the winches and windlass and all that stuff feeds off of that. Because you don't run everything twice, right? You're not running the windlass and dropping the dinghy, or sheeting in the main, and lifting the anchor.
All right. I need to see what that wire looks like, so let's go look at it. All right, Josh, show me this wire. What did you? Oh my God.
Let's see some light.
Yeah, light is good. You can just even put it in the hole, and that'll. So you see, it's just doesn't look like it's supposed to. So it's not worth the risk.
No.
Pull it out.
It's no good. It's got to go.
That's right.
All right, can you get it? Go ahead, try. What do you think it weighs? 200?
Yeah, 200 pounds. Maybe it's 250. Oh yeah. Watch your toes, dude.
All right, man. Why don't you let's lay it back. Here, let me square it up. Holy shit! All right. If we
Okay. Now go ahead.
I'm just trying to pick it up. You ready? So this is this 220 input, 120 output, vice versa, universal shore power On the last boat, I picked up a 15 kW inverter, and what do those weigh, Josh? Like 145 pounds a piece. And I was able to get it like one step up at a time up the ladder, because you're only lifting like 6 inches. Okay. That weighs more than I do, and I'm like 190. So, yeah, this has got to be a 2-man job.
Alright, let's get it done.
All right, let's get it done. Let's see if I can get it out here.
Wow. Well, this is just straight transformers. That's all this is.
It's just a giant.
Just a giant transformer.
How much copper is in there?
Yeah, I mean, 3/4 of that's copper. I don't know what copper weighs, and if there's a scrapyard out here.
Oh, there's gotta be. With the amount of cable that we've got to put in, maybe I should pay the girls to tear it apart and we can scrap it. All right, so let's lay it on its back, and then
I'll pick it. I can get these two.
try not to scratch the floor.
Yeah.
All right, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Oh shit!
Blew out a flip flop.
Like a Jimmy Buffett song.
Yeah, you better video this. 3. It could get wild quick.
2, 1.
Whoa.
1, 2,
No.
3.
Oh, got it.
Think of it as like skating or surfing. Yeah, that's the ticket. Are you gonna put it in the dumpster?
See how we did that? You think it's still 160?
All right, so we're gonna test this heavy 3/0 cable, and I'm hoping that there's no corrosion or resistance in there. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna cut the cable at the contactor, and we're gonna cut it at the breaker, and we are then going to put a meter on it and see if there's any resistance in the line to see if we've got any degradation of energy flow. So here we go. I'm gonna cut this side.
Sure you are.
Go.
Come on, strong guy.
Oh, my shoulders.
Here.
Josh, help me.
Oh, it
3,
takes
2,
two.
1. Okay.
Teamwork.
Teamwork. All right. You gonna cut them all?
That looks pretty clean.
It does look clean, doesn't it? All right. Let's cut all of these here.
Okay, hold on.
There's plenty of slack
So
in
you want
here.
to know which one is which? Well, I mean, you can cut all of them.
Watch where you walk.
All right, let's test the resistance. Okay.
So,
Here.
all right.
It's not that one. It's not that one.
Oh, winner, winner, chicken
Okay.
dinner.
So we got that one.
All right. Let me stick it in here, make sure I got. Okay.
Good contact.
Good contact. 0.
Oh,
Like
show me
three.
again. Zeros. So,
I don't know.
what does that tell you?
That tells me there's 0 resistance in 50 feet of cable,
Yep.
which means that the cable has not had any intrusion in it and or caused any level of degradation. So
Should we strip that thing back and
I think we should.
see what it looks like?
I bet in the end there you're gonna see a little bit of, you're gonna see some oxidation, I bet. But all right, go ahead.
Looks pretty clean. There's a little dust coming out of there.
Yeah.
Oh, that doesn't look so hot. That's corrosion.
That is corrosion. Now, how do we get
corrosion, but 0 resistance.
Man, we don't know what we're talking about.
He got leg hair.
All right,
I don't
so
know. If it was my boat, I would replace it. But I don't own a boat.
I want to replace it. I just don't want to spend the money to replace it. So it's got to go then. Thank you for entertaining my adventure.
decision
But,
made.
yeah, it's got to.
Yeah, I mean, this is only going to corrode more from here. The whole idea of putting the heat shrink and crimping it with, 100% sealed crimp on there to where there's no air getting into it is
Right.
to stop it from ever starting.
Right.
We're going to be sealing in corrosion into a connection that
You're not going to be able to. It's never coming out. You can't get that out.
There's
Ever.
the right answer. Done.
So. Over the next day and a half, we pulled wiring that we thought was damaged or compromised. We tested it. We stripped wire back. And slowly but surely, we came to a realization. So, I'm going to call Kim. Hey, babe. Can you hear me all right?
Yeah.
All right, so Josh is tearing this wire out while I'm doing my thing. And we've come to a decision that it probably would be best to tear all the wire out of the boat, because tracing this stuff is becoming a nightmare, and there's multiple wires with that silly switching system that they put in that allows you to control everything from the chart plotter and all that.
Yeah, which we don't want to use anyway.
No, we don't want to use that anyway. So we're thinking, you know what? Let's pull it all out. We can remark all new stuff. But that means that we're going to tear every bit of wire out of the boat, and I wanted to run that past you so when you got back you weren't freaking out. Are you okay with that?
Well, here's the deal. As much as I don't want to spend the money, if you're spending time trying to go through and check each wire to see if it's good, and you're finding more not good than good, it seems to me that you're wasting time, which means you're wasting money by doing that. So we learned our lesson chasing our butts around, trying to peel back layers and layers, just to, instead of just like ripping it out and starting fresh.
Tear off the Band-Aid.
Yeah, so I really kind of feel like maybe that's the best decision, is just do it. Just rip it all out and let's just start from fresh.
Yeah, I agree. And Josh does a lot of rewire. You pull out a lot of stuff and rewire it again. And we just have just done new wiring. Josh has got tear out and rewire experience, and he says that's going to be. He said if he was going to block out the time, that it would be 3 or 4 weeks of tracking everything. And frankly, if I'm going to spend thousands of dollars on an Airbnb, I'd rather have that thousands of dollars go into new wire in my boat and just save the time. So, agreed. All right. So you have now been given permission from Kim to start cutting out
all
wire.
that stuff out. All right. Good.
All right. We'll see you later.
Carry on. Continue mission.
Bye.
Bye.
That was easy.
Yeah, that went way smoother than.
Yeah. This isn't her first rodeo, as you've noticed. She's like, all right, let's just.
Oh my gosh.
How's that? There we go.